I'm Morgan. I'm a freshman here at UVM. I'm a biological science major and I'm originally from North Andover, Massachusetts.
Okay.
Okay. Hello, my name's Nicole. I'm a freshman at UVM. My major is business administration and I'm from Rehoboth, Massachusetts.
My name's Sydney. I am a senior health sciences major and I'm from San Antonio, Texas.
I'm Michael Chambers. I'm a senior from Coudersport, Pennsylvania, and I'm a business student concentrating in accounting and finance.
Matthew Mills. I'm a senior animal science student. I'm from Glens Falls, New York.
This is a wood igloo.
It's our second attempt. The first one in the winter froze, and during the melt, it fell apart. What brought you to the Woodsman team?
My godfather actually gave me a competition axe for high school graduation. And when I got to UVM, it wasn't really on my mind. And then I ran across the table and I was talking with the guys and they were like, oh, have you seen one of these before? I was like, yeah, actually I have one. They went, what? It's like, yeah, I've got one of these. They're like, oh, well, you should be on the team then. So, ever since then.
So I joined my sophomore year. My freshman year, I saw the team practicing or just doing like lifting in the gym. And then beginning of sophomore year, I saw the table and saw a bunch of axes and I was like, this is cool, what is this? They described it to me and I joined the team then. I've been on it since then, and yeah.
So I was walking through the Davis Center and it was like spring semester of my sophomore year, and there was this like it was the activities fest, and there was this like big burly guy with like this huge beard and like jean shorts and like rip-off flannel with like this massive axe. I was like, whatever this is, it looks interesting. So I signed up right there with one of my friends, and I kind of just went to the info meeting and fell in love with it. So.
I didn't know it existed, but I saw it at the activities fair, and I saw Sid, actually one of the captains, performing, I forget what, but it was something really cool looking, and I was like, that's a girl doing something really cool, I want to sign up for this.
I didn't know it existed at all when I first got to UVM, but during the activities fair, during Week of Welcome, I saw it and I thought it looked really cool, and I figured I'd give it a try, and I did, and it's one of the best decisions I've made so far in my college career.
What's been your favorite part about being on the team?
I would say the community, really. The Woodsman, or the timber sports community. It's so much different than a lot of other sports. I mean, like, I played football in high school, and that was, you're competitive with other teams and people, and it's on and off the field, and not really necessarily friends with those kind of people, but on and off the field, and Woodsman and timber sports in general, like, it's everyone's friends, everyone's trying to help each other. You're like, hey, I saw you chop, if you do it this way, it's will really help your time, you'll get through the log quicker, and it's a really tight-knit community that I just really enjoy being a part of.
So throughout high school, I was like a four-sport athlete and like really competitive, and this is just like another outlet to be competitive, but also in like an interesting way that not everyone does, I guess.
Oh man, I would have to say just being outside is one of my favorite things, and being with people at the same time is like, I think just how you build a lot of character and learn a lot about yourself and learn about how to interact with other people, and I think it builds a lot of like social interaction skills and mindfulness of your like environment and the people around you. And I think that's been my favorite part, is again like just the camaraderie and being able to just be with some of your best friends and be outside at the same time and have fun. So
definitely the camaraderie, I guess, between like the females on the team. It's really awesome and very wholesome, and it keeps me like interested in the sport.
Definitely the badass community of women that I've met here. It's just so much fun to have girlfriends that are also into this kind of stuff. It's awesome.
This is Ricky peeling the log in preparation for his underhand chop.
Damn it.
Has being on the team shaped your view of the logging industry at all?
Not really. I mean, my father owns a sawmill, and I've kind of been around the logging industry most of my life. So it's kind of cool learning how they used to do things. You know, you learn a little bit more how the tools work. So it's definitely unique, but I kind of already had a pretty good idea about the logging industry.
Not particularly. Like, I was already kind of fond of it growing up in a small town. It was a pretty big factor in the, like, a lot of my friends were loggers and all that, so I already had a pretty high view on it, and it hasn't really changed much of it.
Okay.
yeah, so I didn't really know a lot about the logging industry before I had joined this team, and I definitely have a new appreciation for it because it is really hard work, and it's really skillful work too. It takes a lot of technique, and at the same time, you know, a lot of people look at this and they're like, wow, you're like destroying all these trees, you know, like, what are you doing? And in reality, it's actually really sustainable, because trees are a renewable resource. I mean, that can be argued different ways, but at the same time, like, the wood that we're chopping here at practice today goes to the McNeil Power Plant, which powers the city. So in a way, there's this like closed system that we get to participate in, which is kind of nice. And plus we, you know, get to chop some trees that probably shouldn't be someplace in the first place due to like infrastructure and whatnot. But yeah.
I think so, in like sustainable ways, I guess, and just like it shows that everyone can do it, even if they're a man or a woman.
What's your favorite thing about trees?
So I'm a bit of a carpenter, like third generation carpenter, so I really like working with the wood and different. You cut open a log and you see the different grain patterns. It's pretty amazing what you can see on the inside, what you don't see on the outside.
Using them to compete with.
Oh gosh. I think the thing I love most about trees is that they're everywhere. No matter where you go, there's a tree somewhere, and there's always like a native one to that land. Plus, they're like all connected, and I love being able to hug trees because it's just like I know if I was stranded on the island, I know there would have to be a tree. Like there needs to be one, so I can just hug it every day.
I like everything about trees. I don't know, they can be really pretty, and they also are a house to many different animals in nature, and I think that's like pretty cool.
Climbing them, and they're pretty.